Jade Jones against Reum. Great Britain against South Korea, the hosts. So understandably, Reum will have plenty of partisan support, but I'm sure back in the UK there'll be plenty of support for Britain's finest, Jade Jones. And they are waiting in the wings, ready to get underway. Well, Jade Jones, what a fighter she is, looking for the clean sweep, the Grand Slam, so to speak. The 24-year-old from Flint in Wales, double Olympic champion, European champion. And if you could call it a blot on the copybook, she has a world silver medal from Gyeongju, also in South Korea. And it is time for her to try and push forward and get that gold medal. Looks calm and composed. The BBC Sports Personality of the Year from Wales. So body dar to everyone in Wales. I hope it's a good morning and I hope it's a good evening for Jones. But of course, Reum deserves equal respect.
Introducing the 2016 WTF President's Cup Oceania gold medalist and rank 6, pretty girl, Reum.
Well, Reum, the Asian Games champion, back in 2015, took a bronze medal in the Grand Prix final as well. She's had a lot of success on the Grand Prix circuit. But can she run Jade Jones off the road today? She certainly looks composed, smiling as she comes into the arena. And who's going to be smiling at the end of this one? Team Korea in the stands. Understandably anxious, because Korea are on the cusp of being the top team at the World Championships. Reum would certainly help that if she could get past this semi-final. But can she get past Jade Jones here? There's the route through. Yang Chan Chen of Chinese Taipei, a real close battle. Mayu Hamada, the Japanese London Olympian, was beaten. Neda Tavares from Puerto Rico will run the rule over this one. 3 times 2 minutes, and it's eyes down, look in. Olympic Taekwondo time, World Championships. Wherever you're joining us from, I hope you're going to enjoy this one. Jade Jones looking stern and composed. Reum likewise. The reason for that? Well, they're about to kick and punch each other. And speaking of which, Jones fires out with that little push kick to the body. Reum trying to do the cut kick round the corner. Back leg turning kick from Jones. A pulsating start from both fighters. There's 10 seconds gone on the clock and about 15 kicks thrown already. Reum doesn't fall over. Well done there. Great balance from the Korean. Avoids the Gamjeon. Overreaching with the punch there, Reum. And Jones just fixes the arm guard. Neda Tavares perhaps thought about a Gamjeon, but Jade Jones avoids the wrath of the ref. Punch from Reum, tries to find the room for the shot underneath. Body shots shared from both. And Jones working hard on the inside, takes the centre of the mat. Reum takes it back. Well, it's ebbing and flowing here. There's the distance between the two fighters. Nothing doing on the scoreboard as we go into the second minute of this opening period here. Jones beginning to establish some physical dominance. Pushing Reum back, but to be fair to the Korean, it's been a good start. Pushing forward, both fighters in the open stance. There's the punch from Jones, tries to come round the corner, and it does score. A left-handed punch, tries with a headshot over the shoulder. Jade Jones is beginning to get some momentum here. Reum looking for that hook kick to the body. 30 seconds left in the first. Well, timing's so important. Both fighters just measuring the distance, feeling the strength of each other's kicks. And at the moment it's been the power punch from Jones. that makes the difference. 10 seconds left in the first. Back leg turning kick from Mia Haroon. Well blocked from Jade Jones. This one about to be done. Round one in the books. Oh, far from a formality. Let's have a little listen here. Lee Jong-an, the Korean coach, highly experienced herself, world champion. But looking to add that world championship title, it is Great Britain's Jade Jones, and she's given herself a chance there with that punch. Now her brother Luke is an emerging talent in Taekwondo. We'll be looking out for him for sure. But looking out for the legs of Lee Haroon will be this young fighter here, the 24-year-old with the glowing CV. Is it going to be World Championship bronze? Or can she go for gold? By far the biggest occasion so far for Lee Haroon. As both fighters meet in the middle of the mat. Jones again with the push kick. Jade Tavares just saying, wait for the clock. A nervy start from both, to be fair. Understandable, big pressure. Jones trying to go for her first world title. Lee Haroon likewise. Big occasion. And if there's a fighter for the big occasion, it's certainly Flint's finest, Jade Jones. It's been all front leg from both fighters. There's the punch from Lee Haroon. Not enough pop on it for the referees. Jones getting close with that headshot. Much of a muchness in Muju. A minute and 30. As Jones surveys the landscape, looks for some space. Lee Haroon, well, trying to make some room. Can she make the Korean fans make some noise here? It's been all front leg. We haven't seen any back leg attacks from the Korean, principally because Jones is so adept at lifting that front foot up and popping it off the head guard. You're probably not new to the sport, but if you are, you'll know that there's electronic sensors in the feet. And sensing trouble was Jade Tavares. Some holding on the inside. The Puerto Rican centre referee gives the Gamjon. Jones avoiding the headshot well there. Lee Haroon gets close, tries with a punch of her own, gets it this time. Well, at the third time of asking, the punch lands, cuts the deficit. 45 seconds left in this second round. Jones looking for the hook kick round the corner. Lee Haroon patient. Tries to hop across the ring there, looking for that push kick again, Jones. Well, this has been a battle of tactics and game plan, both trying to cancel each other out here, keep the score low. Lee Haroon almost scoring on the inside there, perhaps grabbing the leg of Jones, but on the blind side of the ref. Does it again. Well, that looked like a very high punch indeed. Perhaps unintentional, but Jade Tavares will give the Gamjon. Now she's made of tough stuff, the Flint fighter. But a punch in the back of the head was not what she expected, but it puts her further ahead. And she goes for the head of Lee Haroon. We are heading towards the end of this second round here. It's been a better one for Jones. Lee Haroon subdued as she goes back to her corner. We'll talk about an illustrious career. Her granddad took her down to the local leisure centre, asked her to get involved in something at 8 years old. Luckily it was Taekwondo. Well, luckily for us, perhaps not so lucky for Lee Haroon at the moment. That punch round the corner was more of a clothesline, to be honest. Unintentional. Despite the lack of intent, it still stings plenty. But a far from comfortable lead here for Jones. In the balance this semi-final. Lee Haroon, Asian Games champion back in 2015. Probably the equivalent to the Commonwealth Games, Continental Championships, multi-sport. So she knows the big occasion, Lee Haroon. Well, this is a big moment for her. Can she turn it on in front of her home crowd? Or will it be Jade Jones maintaining that slender advantage into the third? 3-1 to Jones. Headshot attempt from Lee Haroon. Just snakes past the shoulder of Jones. Blocking well this time. the Welsh wonder, kicking and punching and blocking too. Thought about a back leg turning kick there, Reum for the first time. Some motioning and faking from the Korean, there it was. Back kick attempt from Jones. Jade Tavares gives the Gamjon for kicking low, a clash of legs. Very much a clash of styles here. This one about cancelling each other out. This is turning into a real dogged fight here. Forget the tactics, forget the timing. This one is about tenacity. Jones pushing it out there, well blocked. Reum trying to push forward on her own here. Jones straying towards the edge of the mat. Resolves that by pushing forward with the push kick. She will take the Gamjon for not scoring or not going for it effectively enough. You can't just hold your leg up. But certainly holding her end up here is Reum. Front leg hook kick round the corner from Jade Jones. Into the last minute and some change here. Jones shuffles round, looks for a better view. Reum refusing to yield. Well, Korean just on the back foot there, avoids that headshot. Well, this one, a guaranteed bronze medal for both fighters. Jones for the first time tries the back leg turning kick. There was a hold of the leg for certain there from Reum. Well, it looked like the other way around from this vantage point, perhaps. I'm looking at it through rose-tinted glasses. Yeah, but Jamin, the coach, as well, also looking for the exact same thing. Obviously, you cannot hold the leg of the fighter. Jade Tavares. Well, tense times here. Let's have a look at it. Perhaps the leg was caught up on the outside. We couldn't really see it from that angle. Reum, to the contention of the coach here, grabbed the leg of Jones and then kicked her. However, from this vantage point, having seen it a second time, it was perhaps just getting caught on the leg of the Korean fighter more than anything. Well, who would be a judge at this point? Well, quite clear instructions there from the Korean coach by way of Great Britain. Got to go for it here. Well, let's have a look. Goes with the push kick here. Was there any grabbing of the leg? Oh, it's tough. Tough to decide. Let's see which way the video panel goes. Yep, that's a fair decision from this, having seen it a second time. That's the advantage of these video replay rules. 49 seconds. Jade Jones goes with the back leg turning kick. Tries to push again. Reum on the block, on the offences. Big punch there from Jones. Has a look at the scoreboard. It scores on the inside. Jones trying to work her way through here. And Reum does well to wrestle herself back into this one. 30 seconds left. 4 points apiece. World Championship final looming in the distance. Reum goes with a headshot. Scores over with a simple body shot underneath. Gamjon for wiggling the leg out without the intention. Don't know if wiggling's the exact word, but anyway. Tries to push forward. Jones goes with a back leg turning kick. Headshot over the shoulder. Reum on the cusp here. Jade Jones 2 points down. The last 10 seconds. Can the Welsh fighter find a way through here, or will it be an exit? Reum on the defensive, push kick to the body, and that will do her a world of good in the World Championships. Jade Jones 5 points down with the same amount of seconds left. Can she find the back kick? She's got something. She's headshots over the shoulder into the last three. Well, Jade Jones forgetting that the mat is only 8 by 8. And she had Reum running for cover there. Gamjon for going out. Reum has fought superbly well. She's run down the clock here. Jones will take another Gamjon. And at the second time of asking, it's tough times for Jade Jones, but delight for Reum. Finds herself in the World Championship final in her home city of Muju. Credit to her. Very close all the way through. Reum had no room to move. Jade Jones was all over her. Gave it everything she had. But Reum with the winning smile and the winning performance into the final. Disappointment for Jade Jones. She came for gold, she goes back with bronze. And this is the tale of the tape. In trying to commit with the back leg, Jones walked into the headshot. And that patience for Reum Well, that pays off with a spot in the World Championship final. Jones defeated, Reum delighted. And on we go with the 57 kilogram and under grouping. Confirmation for you. Well, Jade Jones will have to wait another couple of years to try and complete the set.